Welcome back, dollies.
Welcome back. Happy Monday. I have a little change of scenery because I have to sit on my yoga ball.
Love it.
Um, and it's better lighting over here anyways. And I
It
had a
looks
big
fabulous.
lunch. So
I'm loving the background.
I don't think it's a YouTube screensaver.
Oh,
It's
cute.
like a picture frame screensaver. So it makes it look like you have a picture frame hung up instead of like a thing.
Sweet.
So I always see people for like parties or something, if they have gatherings, they'll put like a picture frame up instead of just having their TV and maybe play music in the background or something. So I like it for nice decor.
Love it.
Yeah, but we just came from a all you can eat brunch.
Ooh, what kind of food?
Everything and anything you could think of. We got so much stuff. We
Ooh.
got because it's just endless. Like you just pay, it's like one price, and then it's just a buffet pretty much, and you just order like
Oh
whatever you
my
want.
God.
I know they only do it on Sundays from a certain amount of time, and it's so good. It's my second time having it, but we went for somebody's like birthday celebration, and we got the pancakes, so good. Chicken and waffles, also so good. Margarita pizza, vodka pasta, a Caesar salad, some
Yum.
french fries. They also brought out like this other little like pastry type of thing with fruit. It was really good. They just like brought it out. Um, and a few other little sides, and then they have like a whole dessert platter that you can just like get up and like
Take
serve
from.
yourself. So I definitely gained. I'm like out of breath just from talking because I'm like stuffed to the max.
Isn't it lovely? It's like there's no room to breathe.
There's no room to breathe. Anytime I eat big, I'm like, I'm out of breath. Like, I cannot catch a full breath. I walked in fine, and then I walked out like, oh, yeah, my bump grew 10 inches.
Sorry, I'm listening because I'm at home by myself, so I'm trying to make sure that my rascal is not opening doors or running in here because last time our video got banned from YouTube because he never has clothes on.
I know, he's trying to sabotage us. He's like, my podcast?
I swear.
But let's see what else. Oh, update on the pillow. It's been a while. It's been like 2 weeks
I
probably.
think it might have been 3 weeks because we skipped last week.
Okay, 3 weeks. Love it. I would say, I would say like a solid 9 out of 10. I really like it. Jamil has no complaints, and I know that we like it because typically if we have a pillow and it's like too flat or it's too thick, like we're always changing it out, or we wake up, we're like, oh my God, like my neck hurts. Like,
And do you feel like you go for the thicker pillows in general, or you like thinner pillows?
I like a thinner pillow.
And this one's thick.
It's thick, but when you lay on it, it like sinks in. So
Okay.
it's not hard where you're just like up. It like forms to your like head weight and like your body. So you just
Okay.
sink into it. But then when you get up, it like keeps its shape because it's what is that called?
Memory foam?
I think so. It's one of those things where like, yeah, you push on it. So like when you're sleeping, it just like hugs your neck. And it's for like people that have like neck problems or back problems, I think. So far I really like it, and I think it'll hold up well because I feel like other than the other ones that are just kind of stuffed, they start to lose their shape a little bit. So I really like it, and Jamil hasn't complained, and we haven't reached for any other pillows because if we're like not sleeping well with one, we'll just swap it out with like an old one or something else and like try to make it work. We've been sleeping on these since I've got them, just raw dogging it with this one single pillow every night, and it works. I
So,
recommend.
should we link the pillow? Should we link?
Yeah,
We'll put
the
the link for the
pillow.
pillow.
It's cured my neck problems. I haven't had neck problems since, and I used to get really stiff neck here and like got like always so tight right here, and then like God forbid I whiplashed myself, and then I would like ow, and then I'd have a stiff neck where I'd have to turn like this, like it would hurt so bad. So I haven't had that since. So shout out to the pillow. Um And then I recently got a pregnancy pillow. Life changing. I had really bad lower back pain, which they say can just be like hormonal changes. It can be like weight shifting from the belly and like shifting the dynamic of your weight. But I would realize that every time I'd wake up, my back pain was so bad. And so I searched into it more and it said a pregnancy pillow can help. So I just got like a little side one and it helps support the belly. So it's not just like laying all the way, but it like kind of is under it. So it helps support it. And it has a little support thing for your back too. And then you can like put your leg on it, like put it in between your knees. It's really good. And then before when I was having to switch from my left side to my right side, the round ligament pain. Oh my, I was like, ah, like in the middle of the night, I was like, ow, ow. And then they were like, try to lift your belly while you like, that'll help. So I was like holding it like, and the pillow helps. So now when I change sides, it like doesn't hurt anymore.
Nice.
I know. So I'm liking it. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but it actually made a difference in my sleep. So you have a pregnancy pillow, but what kind is it? Like what's
I
the
have a Snoogle Me. I got it when I was pregnant with Arkham. I feel like I used it more in my first pregnancy. This time it's just hard because there's more of us on the bed. Honestly, most of the time it will fall off and Greta like loves it. It's like a big it's like a hook on either side.
Oh, okay.
The body pillow almost, and then it has a little bit of a hook if you want to put it under. So you can make it into like a good circle, which is nice to support your belly and like lay flat on your
Mhm.
belly. But most of the time I just keep it next to me and then I do use it. But I feel like I could utilize different shapes better, but I'm so exhausted by the time I get in there. I'm like, whatever. However we are is however we are. And then now that the baby's bigger, sometimes they'll lay a certain way and it just like my round ligaments just burning. So I've had to like stand up in the middle of the night and try to get them to move.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like it's fine, but it doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, I really searched into all the different types of pregnancy pillows. I knew that I didn't want those huge ones that wrap all the way around your
Those
body.
look so cozy though.
I just like I don't know. I feel like I didn't want one that went under my head because I wanted to use my pillow. And those ones like you have to use that as your pillow.
Yeah, because
And I
it's like a big old around you.
yeah, so I'm like, man, I feel like if it had an opening for my pillow or something, um, and I
And
feel
it's
like it
a
can be a
wedge.
little unrealistic with if you have multiple people or animals in your bed.
Except for it could be like your own cocoon and nobody could touch you.
No, I pretty much am already with my weighted blanket. I'm like cemented in on all sides. You can't get to me. So honestly, if an intruder broke in and was like, "I'm gonna kidnap this girl," they probably wouldn't be able to.
Can you
Because
use a weighted blanket when you're
I
pregnant?
swear that weighted blanket is like 30 pounds.
Can you use that when you're pregnant?
I think so.
Hmm. I've never had a weighted blanket, but
I've been using it, so it's too late now.
It's too late.
I know, I just found out somebody said you can't have hummus because you can't have tahini.
That's not true.
I looked it up, it says pregnant women should not consume tahini because of the risk of the sesame seeds or something.
That's insane because it's just ground sesame seeds.
I know they say you should only have roasted sesame seeds if you want to be safe. So, I don't know what they said. I think like risk for salmonella or something crazy.
What?
Can't be anything. I'm like,
Well,
well, I
from the
already downed a whole thing
store.
of hummus.
Yeah, from the store, hummus is like technically it's like lunch meat.
Yeah.
But from home, because tahini's like roasted ground sesame seeds, just like peanut butter.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't think it was true, and then I Googled it, and sure enough, said no. Pregnant women should not consume. I was
That
like, after I
But
just
I did see somebody like a one baby center was like, I just had hummus. I'm so scared. And everybody was like, what are you talking about? That is wild. And somebody was like, it's just like lunch meat. Like you could get listeria or whatever. And I was like,
Listeria. Yeah.
crazy.
I just had a Jimmy John's sub. Like, obviously, I'm not having a sub every day. This is my second sub of the pregnancy. And the first one was like a little half one because it was just like catered.
I've never had Jimmy John's.
It's so good.
You feel like it's better than Jersey Mike's?
Yes, and I actually have boycotted Jersey Mike's because we found out that the owner hunts animals like trophies, like wild animals, and
Oh,
he has pictures up of like holding like the beautiful
like a
cougar or
lion or a.
something. Yeah, just for like fun. And he just like trophy hunts. So we boycotted Jersey Mike's and we are sticking with Jimmy's.
There's one close. There's a Jimmy John's close,
Yeah, we love Jimmy John's.
but I've never had it.
So good. And I was just really craving a sub. It's like something about when you're pregnant, you just crave all the things you shouldn't have. And I was like, I would kill for a sub. And they're like, you could just get it toasted. I'm like, it's not the same. If I want a
Toasted
nice
Jimmy John's?
sub, they do have toasted ones now. But I was like, I need like a cold sub. And so I did a lot of research and they say that Jimmy John's, they like cut it fresh. They cut all the meat fresh, so it's not like they pre-cut because they say a lot of listeria happens from when you pre-cut and then you store it because if it's
Sitting
not
there.
stored correctly. So they say everything's freshly cut at the time you order. So it is like a safer meat and they don't carry any brands that have had any listeria outbreaks. Because I think they said like Boar's Head or something had like
Boar's Head is like well known for getting listeria. Like their hummus, everything.
yeah, and Jimmy John's was like, we've never carried that. So I had faith and it was worth it. I'm still alive, so we made it.
I have home lunch meat and I've made like cream cheese rolls with it.
Yeah, I know pregnant women who will literally eat a sub a day or a sub a week and be like,
Honestly, the
I
packaged
can put
lettuce is
down.
scarier to me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, there's so, and they even said,
Or
pre-cut
Chipotle.
fruit. Yeah, pre-cut fruit from the market
Mm,
also a high risk because there could be contamination from the
yeah,
deli when they've pre-cut it. So you just like never know. And I'm like, there's literally risk in so many things, not just lunch meat. So I had that sub.
shoot.
I had it. It was worth it. We're still alive today.
Sub kind of sounds good. I don't know what sounds good. I made pesto, so I think I'll make pasta after this and have some pesto pasta. I don't know. I'm just feeling. I've been meal prepping all day. I still have some more to do,
Yeah.
but
I know I started Googling. I was like, oh my God, I started getting nervous. I was like, what if I did like get it? And I was like, oh God, like what can I do? Like I was looking up ways to naturally kill listeria. And it was pretty much
like
was like,
drink bleach.
yeah, you pretty much can't. But I was like, honestly, I'm like, I got a cherry Coke from there. And I was like, I feel like the cherry Coke probably killed it. Like that shit is that soda.
Honestly, I feel like it's not that big of a deal. It just sucks because you're throwing up, but like otherwise you're fine because
But like that's the norm in pregnancy anyways.
right? Because one of my aunts literally got E. coli when she was pregnant from salad, from the packaged salad, and she was traveling, and I was like, oof. But they were fine.
Yeah. I know. And then I looked up, I was like, how fast do you feel the symptoms if you have listeria? And it said within
Like
hours.
food poisoning, isn't it? Like 4 hours.
Yeah, but it said you can start to feel the effects or the symptoms of it within a few hours, up to 70 days. It said you can go symptom free up
Insane.
to 70 days. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. If I'm not sick within 24 hours, I don't think I'm going to get sick.
Yeah, I feel like a kombucha would help too.
No, literally, I'm like, I'll just have to shoot some apple cider vinegar. Like,
That's
Feel
wild.
that thing. Other than that, we're just bumping and grinding.
Surviving,
Surviving,
trying
doing
to
our thing. Any
been
other updates with you before
fighting
we get into
with
the
my
story?
chickens all day. Their
Yeah.
coop is almost done, and they're just teenage chickens. So
Little menaces.
they are being a pain in the butt. And I am too pregnant to chase chickens around and catch them. So that's pretty irritating.
Yeah.
Like, I have other stuff to be doing to make myself sore. I don't need this.
Okay, so the first story that I was going to share is do you know who Trisha Paytas is? Probably not. Um so she's just like a, I don't know, like a influencer type. I don't really know where her fame came from, honestly. But she just has like a funny personality and she's fun and she just like says what she thinks and she's cutesy and stuff. She has a little daughter and she named her I forget what her new last name is from her husband, but she named her daughter Malibu, middle name Barbie. And
Oh,
then the last,
God.
so Malibu, Barbie, whatever. So I was like, Malibu's cute, but
Malibu's cute. I had a cat that I named Malibu, but
cute. Yeah. So she's like, and then she said, she's like, when I was younger, like I always wanted like my own Malibu Barbie and I never got one or something. She's like, so now I have a real life one, whatever. Her names are always like a little bit off the charts. So she's
that's cringe just because why would you want to compare your child to a Barbie? I hate it.
I don't know. She's pregnant now, and she unveiled her shocking baby name options. So this is going to be her third child. She shared the unique baby name she is considering for her first boy with her husband Moses Hackman.
Oh, that's a crazy last name.
Trisha Paytas revealed the unique name she has in mind for the birth of her first son. The internet personality, who is expecting her third child with her husband, shared the possible baby names that may complement their daughters, Malibu Barbie, who's 2, and Elvis, who is 13 months. So Elvis is the second little girl. She said, and these are definitely off the wall, but that's, what was expected. So I just want to get your She said, I like lemon
Okay.
and I like paper mate.
What?
I like squeezy and squishy. She said in her July 8th TikTok video. After a long pause, she added, I also like rainbow sherbet.
I feel like that's not a boy name. Like the girl gets Elvis and then he gets Rainbow Sherbet.
I know. What do you think about lemon?
I don't hate lemon.
I don't hate it either. Squeezy and squishy,
That's like a nickname.
they can't. Yeah.
Lemon squeezy.
Paper mate, I
Papermate,
don't
oh,
see
that's
the
a
vision.
brand.
Huh? Yeah, it's a
It's a
brand. I don't see the
brand.
vision
That's
for that
weird.
one. Lemon, maybe. Rainbow sherbet,
It ain't it.
that ain't it.
Lemon
Um,
sherbet
lemon sherbet.
Sounds like a boy name to me.
Yeah. It says the 37-year-old also admitted that she would be open to naming her baby boy after a popular Japanese restaurant, noting, I also love Benihana for a
Oh,
name.
I don't hate that.
I don't hate that either. I was like, wait, that's so cute, Benihana.
That's super cute.
As she put it, baby names really have to excite me. Like, I wish that was my name. She went on to explain that she initially thought her first child would be Elvis, but decided on Malibu Barbie since she was having a girl. But when she learned she was having another girl in January 2024, she decided to put gender norms to the side, noting Elvis rocked so much harder as a girl name. Trisha previously said she may continue the theme of having baby names that correlate with pop culture icons and movie posters. Lion King, or we're really on King for some reason, like King Tut, she shared
I
on
don't.
the July 10th episode of her Just Trish podcast. I love Aladdin I loved Aladdin for so long. So I was like, that goes with our movie poster name, Aladdin.
Hmm.
She also considered a Titanic-themed name for her son since his astrology sign would be Cancer, which is a water sign, but is ultimately still unsure on their baby boy's moniker. Trisha, who recently completed her Heirs of Trish tour, first announced the news that she was expecting her third child back in March during her podcast. We have a cake, Trisha said suddenly as Moses entered the room. It's a little baby shower cake to celebrate today, to celebrate you, to celebrate Moses, and to celebrate, everyone knows, to you. And as she pulled out the sonogram photos and the words baby cam flash on the screen, she continued, we are having a baby. I'm having a baby in July. Let me see. And that's pretty much all. She didn't give the Titanic name, but I was interested to see what those
I know
names.
because you love Titanic, and Pete just watched it the other day. He was watching it again. I've only seen it once because he forced me and I fell asleep.
I have not seen it in so long, but literally that was like my favorite movie when I was 5 years old. I loved that movie.
Can
And
you
my
pull a
aunt,
Titanic name? That's good.
I'd have to watch it again. But my aunt literally had the VHS and it was so long, it was on two. So halfway through, then it would stop. You'd have to take it out, put the second one in, and then you have to rewind it, if you wanted to watch it again. I watched it every day for like a solid while. My mom said she would hear me like on the couch, like reciting the lines. And I'd be like, Jack. Like, and she's like, what 5-year-old? Can I watch Titanic? I don't know. Okay. It was just my thing. And she said, when my aunt was like, do you want it? My mom was like,
No.
I'm going to have to watch Titanic every day.
No, I don't want it.
So it was a phase. It was a phase. Let's see. Second story. What really happens during a psychic medium reading? Matt Fraser breaks down his point of view. Are you familiar with Matt Fraser?
Is that the guy who's like never watched TV really, but he
Honestly, it's these ones.
Oh, no, I don't know who that is.
I'm not too familiar with him either, but I thought this would be interesting because I feel like you are interested. Skeptics don't ghost us. Psychic medium Matt Fraser and wife Alexa Fraser, hosts of the Undeniable Proof podcast, break down what really happens during a reading and how the gift may be hereditary. Matt Fraser doesn't do 9 to 5s. His schedule is strictly otherworldly. After all, for the psychic medium, I have the spirit world talking to me constantly, he admitted in a joint interview with wife Alexa. You can't turn it off because it's not a job, it's my life. And so souls don't care whether you're feeding your baby, changing a diaper, or being called into the next room because a kid is screaming. Or as it turns out, if you're doing an interview with E! News, because as the parents of sons Royce, 2, and Rowan, 4 months, broke down their new podcast, Undeniable Proof, Matt paused to acknowledge my dad, who died in 2019. Right away, I heard his soul, Matt revealed. He tells me you get messages from him, you sense him, and what's so beautiful is I see he's been a guide for you your whole life. And skeptics don't ghost us just yet. There was no internet sleuthing or last minute Googling. It's just, spirit. First of all, what people put online is not the real version of them. The don't wait till you're dead author emphasized of why he doesn't do his research, comparing his approach to a jury focused on evidence presented in court. I don't want to know anything about anybody I'm reading for. In fact, admitted Alexa mid reading, he'll actually tell people to stop talking because in Matt's field, knowledge isn't power. Having done readings for stars like Kelly Clarkson and Gloria Estefan, I want everything I'm hearing to be from the spirit world, he shared. Being a psychic medium is all about turning into the energy around you, tuning into your loved ones, and hearing their messages. Those messages start hours or even days before he reads the room. I'll get little notions where someone will come in and be like, my mom is coming to see you, the 33-year-old explained. The spirits are tapping me saying, I'm here. Can you hear me? Loud and clear, actually. Because next he'll see visions which are like daydreaming while you're awake, Matt described. I'll see the moments of their life and messages they have to share with friends and family. Maybe it's a regret, maybe it's something happening in that person's life, or maybe just something you really need to hear. I was just connecting with a father who wanted his daughter to know, I'm not going to miss your wedding, Matt recalled. And it's moments like that that are truly amazing because they show our loved ones are with us. We know you're conjuring up an image of Whoopi Goldberg in Ghost playing telephone with the dead, but Matt swears it's less seance, more group chat. When we text, we abbreviate and send emojis to say how we're feeling. Matt began of how he interprets it's the same thing with the other side. They'll come through with signs. He also feels the weight of their experiences. If someone passed of a heart attack, I'll feel my heart flutter, he admitted. If someone had lost their legs, I'll feel a sensation in my legs. I'll hear whispers of names, dates, places. He continued, that soul is telling their story. Um, let me see. Um, who's saying this? Hold on, I'm skipping this one part because it's too long. So he pretty much says that when the couple was trying to conceive, Alexa met our son before he was actually even born. Matt said of his wife, who dreamt of being pregnant, delivering a brown eyed boy, and vacationing at Disney together. And it's exactly what happened, she revealed. As soon as I found out I was pregnant, I knew it was a boy. He came out with blue eyes, and my mother in law said he's going to keep those. I'm like, no, he's not. The baby in my dream, my Royce, had big brown eyes, and that's exactly what he has. They're beautiful. I would get visions and premonitions from pregnancy. Her theory is it was an effect of having Matt's DNA growing inside her, or she said Royce could be psychic and he was in me. This idea that the gift is hereditary isn't so far fetched. Matt's mom and grandmother, the first spirit he spoke with as a toddler, were both psychic mediums, and now the couple are seeing similar signs with their son. So I thought that was really interesting because I feel like psychic mediums and readings, I feel like it's really prominent in like LA. I don't know, like anywhere else maybe, but I feel like nobody actually gives insight as to what it looks like on their end.
Yeah.
And people are skeptical, you know? And I guess it's like to each their own.
I think a lot of people, more than skeptical, give me a second, are also like, it's fear based. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of mediums that are like recovering Catholics, you know?
Mhm.
And I think that it can go hand in hand. A lot of people believe that it doesn't and that it's not godly, um, but I will say that I think that it can be hereditary. That would make sense. But I feel like it also can be honed, you know? Like people could
Mhm.
really get connected if they wanted to. It's just
Totally.
a lot of work and a lot of energy to put in. So,
Yeah, and I've never done a reading before. Um, but I've heard a lot about people who have done their own readings and like their experience and stuff. And it just seems like such a wild, like, I just like
concept.
imagine. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, it is like nerve wracking. Like, what? Because it's like maybe you don't want to believe, like, okay, let's see how true this is. But then I feel like once they say something, you're like, wait, what? What did you just say? Like, that's crazy. So I thought it was really sweet because he said that, like, he'll get things that'll say, like, the dad, the father that passed away will come through and say, like, "I just want her to know, like, I'm not missing her wedding. Like, I'm right there at the wedding, seeing everything." And I'm like, "Oh, my heart." Like,
I feel like that's a lot of it too, is that like people think, you know, like when Arkham asks me, I tell him like, well, you know, a lot of people believe different things, but I think we just lose our body and our soul is still there.
mhm.
And he's really connected. A lot of my family is connected, but obviously I try to let him say whatever he has to say and not be embarrassed about it. Because I know that some kids have definitely had the gift, and then parents or people are like, stop saying,
Yeah, yeah,
don't
yeah.
say that. Don't, or like, oh, I mean, sometimes is it comforting? Not all the time.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool. But yeah, I always think like, why wouldn't they want to be around us? Obviously, the energy is fun, and like being around a child is fun. Um, but yeah, it's definitely interesting. It's nice that they're talking about it because yeah, a lot of the time people don't realize what it actually is, and everybody gets messages in different ways.
Yes.
There's a really good podcast of I almost said Rob Schneider. What is his name? Rob
I
Lowe.
don't Oh.
And he talks to his like personal medium, and she just talks about like her journey of it, and it's so good. And just like the fact that like nothing is a coincidence.
Mhm. The third and final story. So, I don't know if you heard, but Justin Bieber dropped a surprise album
I
last
did not
over the
know
weekend.
that.
Yes, he didn't make any hints about it. He just dropped it. He just pretty much was like, "Surprise album coming tonight."
I wonder if it had anything to do with like a distraction from the Diddy situation, or
I don't know, but a lot of people were saying that because he's kind of been I feel like he's always on like a high and a low in
don't
life.
run with that from your mouth.
And right now he was kind of at a low where he was like kind of like going off on paparazzi. And I get it. Like I feel like the paparazzi situation's really annoying because I don't know. And like you can only take so much as an individual. But some people were saying that like he kind of was pulling in like negative, not negative attention, but kind of making himself like known in like the news media uh to then drop this album and everybody be like, "Wait, what? He dropped an album?" and to kind of like grab everybody's attention. So, who knows? Maybe he really was having like a little breakdown or maybe it was all a tactic to get all eyes on him and then ready for his album drop. Um, I haven't listened to the whole album, but I've heard that it's pretty good, but I haven't listened to all of it. I think it's more like slow R&B, maybe some fast R&B. I think it's giving R&B vibes.
And is it a positive light, his relationship? I mean, I know people presume they're up and down, and
Yeah, so he talks a lot about his relationship in there, and, I think, like, he mentions, like, his baby, like, his new family life a little bit, but people were like, "Oh, wow, this is, like, a middle finger to all the people who hate on their relationship and, like, kind of are always thinking the worst and the negative." Like, they'll, like, be seen strolling and, like, she'll be 3 steps ahead of him or 3 steps behind him, and they'll be like, "Oh, you see that? Like, they're not gonna make it because 'cause they're bad like, it's not working out, they hate each other." And I'm like, "Guys, like, I don't know." And so he kinda shouts out Haley for, like, dealing with all the negativity that came with marrying him because people were not surprised or were not supportive. So it says Haley Bieber shares strongly worded message about Justin Bieber's new album, Swag. Haley Bieber seemingly responded to ongoing speculation about her marriage by sharing a strongly worded message about husband Justin Bieber's forthcoming album, Swag. She is standing on business. The Roadskin founder seemingly responded to ongoing speculations about her marriage by sharing a fierce message about her husband Justin Bieber's forthcoming album Swag. In a July 10th Instagram story, Haley reshared a photo of the cover art for the Baby singer's seventh album, which features a black and white snap of the couple and their 10-month-old son, Jack Blues Bieber. Alongside the sweet family portrait, the 28-year-old wrote, "Is it finally clocking to you effing losers?
oh,
Is it finally clocking to you effing losers?" And her response didn't only appear to shut down the breakup rumors, it was also a cheeky reference to a viral video of Justin confronting paparazzi for following him while he took an evening trip to Malibu Beach. You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you, Justin told the photographers in the June 13th clip that has since been shared across the internet. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. And that sound of him saying that is just going viral, and people are like, it's not
And what
clocking.
does that mean?
I don't know, because I didn't even like watch the full thing, but the paparazzi are like recording him, and he just like kind of has enough and is like pretty much saying like, leave me alone. And he's like, I'm a husband, I'm a father. He's like, it's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. And I think he's just saying like, I don't know, like I'm doing my thing and I'm like, I have responsibilities, like leave me alone. Like you can't just be like following me like this. Like I have a family. I don't know. But people took that and was like, "Oh my god, he's cracked out and like he's mentally ill." But he's always been known to go off on paparazzi, I feel like.
Yeah, since he was young.
Yeah, so I'm like, some people can deal with it and some people will say something. Um, Indeed, the Grammy winner has also been standing on business as of late, especially when it comes to his family. In fact, earlier this month, Justin, who's 31, similarly shut down speculation that he and Haley are headed for divorce by sharing a series of photos of the model hugging him while sitting in his lap at sundown.
Hmm.
To hammer home his devotion to his wife of 6 years, he wrote in the caption of the July 6th Instagram post, "My forever and always." And while the pair have remained a united front amid the rumors, Haley recently admitted that the negativity has taken a toll on her as a new mom. Being postpartum is the most sensitive time I've ever gone through in my life, and learning a new version of myself is very difficult, Haley told Vogue in an interview. And to be doing that all the while going on the internet every day and people being like they're getting divorced and they're this and they're not happy, it is such a mind fuck. She added, I cannot even begin to explain it. It's a crazy life to live. And pretty much in one of the songs, he like shouts out Haley. And she kind of went viral for making a phone case that held in the back. It had a little slit right here to hold one of her Rhodes lip gloss.
Oh.
And so everybody like that like was like a big thing because it was like, oh my god, your phone case holds your lip gloss. So he shouted that out and he pretty much was like saying, like she's out there doing her thing and she's killing it. And also said like she's really just been there, even though marrying me like brought in so much negativity and hate to her life. And he was like, she stood by me like this whole time and like we've been going strong. And she does keep really quiet, which I admire her for because so many people I feel like try to tear them down and her specifically because the Selena Gomez fans.
Which is
Yeah.
like crazy because it's like if you're a real fan of Selena, don't you want her to be happy? They were not happy together.
Exactly. Exactly. And like
That
move
was
on.
toxic.
It's been forever. Like move on. So I thought that it was cute and I'm excited to listen to the rest of it. I've heard good things. So I hope he's doing well and I hope his family life's doing well. And don't always, I feel like people always like see something and then go straight to assumption about people's lives and you just can't assume.
You never know. Somebody could literally be tired. They slept bad. And they're just like existing.
Totally. And I think that they're the type of couple, especially him. I think he's a type that when he's out in public, he knows paparazzis are around and he's like, just like, let's not be intimate. Let's not like give them anything to like photograph. Just be like
Just
as
be
blind.
here.
Like, let's just get to where we're going, do what we need to do. So it's like all the photos of them, they're just like, but I'm like, I think it's because he's just like
And
not
like
trying.
imagine how annoying that is. You're like at the grocery store trying to talk about something at Whole Foods. Like, should we get this one or should we get this one? And people are just like in there taking photos of you. Like, and you're like,
Totally. So that's why he lost it at the Malibu beach. So I don't blame him because they're like all up in their face too. They have like no shame. And it's like, can you imagine trying to take a nice stroll on the beach and like, God forbid, Haley and their babies there and they're like following? Like, I would go off on the paparazzi too. But we're here for it. If he does another tour,
I
I'm
also
not
feel like,
me.
I don't know. I think it would be better for them to leave California. I feel like
Yeah,
there's less paparazzi in other areas, you know?
yeah,
Like if you
yeah,
live where there's a big focus of paparazzi, of course they're following you home.
yeah. And he's just never been one to deal with it well, I feel like. I just feel bad for him. I feel like he was in the industry at such a young age, and I don't think he had a lot of like parental guidance or
protection.
parental protection. Yeah. And I just feel like he went through a lot at a young age. And I just feel like when you're that young, like other celebrities too have talked about it, like when they're that young, they're like going into clubs with like, people that they're hanging out with, other artists that are like way older than them, double their age, and they're 13, but they're able to get into a club because of their
Their
celebrity now.
status.
And it's just so sad. So I do feel for
Protect
him.
your
And
children, people.
yeah, I just feel for
Don't put
him.
them in modeling. It's not worth it. It's not
I
worth
know,
it.
or if you do, like, you need to be present at all times and you need to know, like, what is going on because it is scary out there. So I just feel for him, and I feel like people don't really give him the benefit of the doubt when he's just, like, not doing well. And he's came out and said, like, he's, you know, had to really go through things to try to get over it from, like, just growing up in the media,
Yeah.
but we support. And I may or may not be there at his next tour. You never know.
Never know.
Every time, like, he comes out, I always tell Jamil, I'm like, me and Sierra went to his concert." I was like, "Yeah, I know, you tell me this every time." I'm like, "I'm proud of it." I was like, it was, like, the first concert I feel like that we went to by ourselves,
It
and he
looked
was like,
like
"By yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, we, like, got dropped off, and we were like, okay, let's go."
we had to figure out how to get into the Staples Center and like get to
So
our seats. So scary.
scary, so
We're like, do you
scary.
want to get food? We have to
I
stay
know, what
together.
do we do? I know, and I felt like my mom and, like, Martin were like, "Do not leave each other." Like,
Not get lost.
yeah, they were scared. I can only imagine as a parent, like, but we did it. We came out alive, and we were believers.
We definitely were. And there was a lot of moms
There's
that
a
were
lot
after
of
him. We're after him,
like, are
okay?
you here because your child's here, or are
You
you
left your child at home and you're here. You're after a 14-year-old boy.
Oh my
Get
god.
help.
You get help.
Now, all the moms that are after Morgan Wallen, I get it. He's of age.
The age.
I'm after him. It's fine.
Totally. Totally.
But the young ones, come on. Do
I
better.
know. I know. Seriously, those moms are crazy, but maybe that'll be me now. Except me and Justin are the same age, so
So it doesn't matter. If
doesn't
you
matter.
start acting like that over some 14-year-old pop star, I'm gonna be
I would
like,
hope
are
somebody
you
would get
okay?
me. Yeah, like, "You're sick. You're sick. You're freaking me out and you're embarrassing me." I'd be like, "Oh."
I feel like especially like having a boy, it's like wild. Like it's like, oh my God, like these women don't trust him.
Crazy. Like, "Are you okay?
Stay away from my child.
Like, where's your man? He's obviously not doing what he needs to do." But yeah, so those are the 3 stories of the week. I feel like they were pretty good. Do you have what is it? I always
Am I
forget.
the asshole?
Yes, am I the
For
asshole?
telling our parents my brother had a child outside of his marriage.
Oh, family drama.
For years, my brother has been trying to go into business with my husband. It hasn't worked out for various reasons, but he finally had an idea that my husband thought would be successful. The thing is, before my husband goes into business with anyone, he does an extensive background check on them. I'm not sure if he made my brother aware he was going to do a check or not, but it's how he found out that my brother has a daughter outside of his marriage.
How old?
I have no idea this child existed, and my husband warned me I shouldn't say anything because I couldn't just tell my parents. But I couldn't just not tell my parents So I told them a few days ago. They were as shocked as me. They had no idea she existed. They immediately confronted my brother about it. Turns out his wife was fully aware, but she said she'd leave if he tried to include his daughter in the family, which is why neither of them told any of us about her. My parents want to meet her and include her in our family, but my sister in law is threatening to leave if it happens, so my brother won't give them the mother's contact information. I want my husband to find out for them, but she's refusing to get involved, but he's refusing to get involved. So everything's a shit show right now. I personally want to meet my niece, so I've told my husband if he doesn't give me the information, I'll ask the friend he uses for background checks myself, which has caused multiple fights between us. My brother hates me right now and is blaming me for a potential divorce, but I don't think it's fair as I don't know my parents. I didn't know my parents would immediately confront him. I asked them not to.
Okay, well, that's dumb to assume that they're not gonna confront him, and I feel like if she was worried about that, she should have gone to her brother first and be like, what is this about?" And, like, "You need to tell our parents." Like, she should have, like, supported
Also,
him,
it's kind of
like
none of your business.
totally.
Like, I think the first thing she should have done is come to him and say, if you don't tell your wife, I'm telling her.
Right, right.
But if she already knew, then it's like, okay, well, this is up to you guys. This is your family.
No, it's crazy that she just, like,
Went
told
over
everybody.
everyone's head.
That's crazy.
Honestly, I feel like her husband might be the asshole though, because I think he shouldn't have told her, especially if you know your wife and how she's going to act like that.
Oh, the husband, yes, yes, yes. I
And now
know,
you're fighting with her. It's like, well, what did you expect was going to happen?
right, and I feel like you should know your partner enough to know if they're actually gonna tell or if they're not gonna tell.
And I feel like don't go into business with the brother. They always say like the
No.
biggest sign of like a bad businessman, like at this point, they realize like people that are in, I almost said infertile, infidelity, in, what is it? I can't even- people that are, what is that called?
I don't know what you're saying.
Unfaithful. If they're unfaithful to a partner, they are like not to be trusted at all in business.
No way. At
So I
first, I was
feel
like,
like
"Dang, a
stop trying to
background
start a
check,"
business
but
with me. But I think the husband, I honestly feel like the husband's the asshole. I don't think he should have told. I think he should have gone to the brother and been like, hey, found out something. We're not doing this.
oh,
I
hold on.
was like, what is happening?
An ad, sorry.
But I feel like the husband's asshole.
Yeah,
But
I
she's an
don't
asshole
know
too.
thoughts because I just feel like I always tell Jamil, like, I always wanted to he's, like, the first person I wanna run to tell stuff, but I know that he won't say anything if I tell him not to say anything.
Yeah.
So, I feel like,
There's already issues in their marriage. If,
yeah, totally. I feel like we would come up with a plan together. Like, I would go to him to be like, "What do we do? Like, what do
hey,
we"
this,
Yeah,
and this
yeah, but obviously, if I knew, like, "Oh my god, the minute I tell him, he's gonna, like,
did
run
Aunt eliminate.
everybody," then yeah, he shoulda known better. He should have known better.
So I feel like they both are the a-holes. And I mean, the brother obviously is too, because that's wrong. How could you like, that child's gonna have major issues. Like, oh, you can't be included in our family because my wife, even though I made you.
I
Creep.
know that, and it's like, how do you expect your wife to react? Like, "Oh, you just had another kid during our marriage with somebody else, but, like, now I'm
And it
supposed to"
doesn't say if they have kids.
Yeah. It's like, now I'm just supposed to welcome this child into and be a stepmom, but, like,
But we've been married the whole time.
what? Like, that is crazy to expect that of somebody.
So obviously he doesn't see her, he's just financially
I don't
contributing.
even know, like, I don't think I could stay with somebody if they did that to me.
Especially because it's like, that's
I don't think
not
I
the
would even
first,
stay with
not
somebody
the
that
last.
cheated on me, let alone somebody that cheated and had a child with somebody else. I'd be like, "Okay, I gotta go." sorry. It's not for me. It's not for me. Like, you obviously don't value your partner.
Yeah. You don't value yourself if you're willing to stay.
You don't respect yourself. Yeah, it's just no, thank you. But that
So
is crazy.
everyone's kind of the asshole. I don't think the parents
It
are.
started with him. I don't think the parents are either. Like, what did you expect? She's
Because I
dumb.
think that's nice that they want to include the daughter. I
Yeah,
think
they're
you're
like,
right.
yeah. But the daughter's dumb. Like, what else did you expect? Like, of
No,
course,
not her. They're the granddaughter. I think it's nice. But yeah, their daughter is
no. Yeah, I think her though, like her running and telling the parents, like, you're dumb if you think, because she's like, I didn't think they were gonna say anything about it. Well, no shit.
yeah, what did you think?
What did
Nobody
you
knows anybody in this situation. Hello.
Yeah.
You didn't think your parents were going to tell. He didn't think you were going to tell. Come on.
Yeah, this is bad. And it started with the husband. Know your people a little bit better, okay? Before you start
Do
laughing.
better.
Do better.
But
That's about it, right?
that is about it.
We got another asshole, and I feel like the stories were pretty good.
We did it. We did it.
So
Cheers, dollies. Cheers.
yes, we will see you next week. And I hope everybody has a great week ahead of them. Bye, dollies. Love ya.
Dollies.